Okay, time for pickup. I missed recording for my other pickup because I forgot I was supposed to be recording. My friend was with me again, but that one was really fast anyways. Just got another pickup, so gonna get some sugar first for my ride. Oh Lord, for my coffee. Get some sugar first for my coffee. Then I'm gonna go for my ride. Let's see here. Our coffee on the road. Right, here we go. And goodness gracious, I think I had to use the bathroom too, but I'm not gonna be able to use the bathroom. Food. I cannot believe that is so expensive. Hold on a second. Get my keys. Gotta check something. Alright, here we go. Thank God it stopped raining today, but now I gotta figure out there's another car wash somewhere. I cannot believe I spent $10 just 2 days ago to wash my car and to vacuum it, and then all of a sudden yesterday from this drop off looks all muddy. Now I gotta go get a car wash. I don't know. Terrible. Alright, let me go. Terrible.
I loved how you're not afraid
Oh. Okay. Oh goodness, where's my key?
I love how we have so much in common. I love how...
What you reading?
Nothing.
The affirmation?
No. I love how you see beyond what others see. The real me. You notice the little things.
Alright.
Let
me go.
Whenever I make a fool out of yourself.
Oh goodness, a fly. You do not need to ride with me.
On a different level. Maybe you and I surrounded. But besides the point.
Sanaya, so today
Full to be a part of
it just seems like it was a day where I went to try to help Ina Sanaya so that way she could try to find a job. So we went to Flower Mound. I said I really didn't work today as much, yet I'm kind of just starting now at 5 o'clock because I was helping Ina early. I was saying.
Why?
Well, she needed to she's trying to get a job. Yeah. Oh no, you know. Wait. Did I? No. You know what? I did do one earlier today. Yeah. Matter of fact, I think I did. What is this fly doing? So look at this fly. He's riding with us.
What were you saying?
So, anyways, I did work. I did do one this morning to like one delivery this morning, and then in the afternoon I went and helped Ina because she's trying to find a job, so that way she can move out of her mom's house. So her mom let her come back and stay there for a while, which is really good because her son isn't there. But it's so terrible that parents would agree to let their kids sleep outside. Even as an adult, I just think that we're still responsible, for our kids. And we should not want them to be homeless. You should want them to sleep outside. Okay, we should not want people to not have a job. We should just not want people to suffer, especially if we care about them or if we're supposed to be responsible for them. And because that's really what we agreed to do, right? So we agreed to take care of our responsibilities. But because her mother probably doesn't like that she's the one who always has to be depended upon. I think she just sometimes doesn't want to agree to help her, but we just still have to be dependent upon, because we can't expect anybody.
Did she tell you why she didn't want to help her?
No, she didn't. No. That's why we always have to. I know, but we have to still be kind to people, and we still have to be compassionate, and we just have to make sure, Sinai, that we're careful, because everybody doesn't understand everything. Okay, and we still have to help. We still have to help our family members. Okay, to get through their tough times. I mean, we can't, let them suffer, because the world is suffering, and I'm even having a hard time right now just accepting that we know that the government isn't really, supposed to be our family's guidance or anything, but I think it's a problem, if another government keeps trying to tell the United States government that they're depending on them and that they need something during war times. And it's like, you have to tell those government people that you find that, like, this is not appropriate. And you just have to really tell them, pack your things up and get off my property. Okay? And so, those people we're not responsible for. We're not responsible for any other governments. Okay? We're not really responsible for any government leaders, okay? We're not really responsible for any Mexicans. We're not responsible for any Haitians. And I'm really starting to think that people keep trying to act like, the Mexicans are invaders and the Haitians are invaders, because they know that those are people that we can't take care of, okay? Or they want to say that the Chinese are invaders when they know that we can't take care of them either. It's like, why do you keep trying to say that these people are invaders when you know that we can't take care of them? So if that's a group of people that we can't take care of, why would the American citizen want to be at that table of people who can't be taken care of? And so that to me is just an intellectual disability, okay? But, we can only be responsible by law, okay, for those peoples and refugees and human beings, that we are supposed to be responsible for by law, because that's what we said, okay? We didn't say that we were going to be responsible, for all of these other refugees, campers who are homeless. No, we said that we were going to be responsible for our own choices, okay? That means the children that we agreed to bring in our house. That means that the families that we were blessed to be born into, okay, that means that whoever it is that's maternal to us, we didn't say that we were going to have to, take in other people's children or other people's family members, from our job. I just really wish that, someone would tell people that, your ideas of living here in the United States is not a civil right, okay? And to remind those parents, who don't want to be, responsible for their children. You are responsible for them. If you don't want to be responsible for them, okay, then, you can give them up for adoption because they're already completely born. Or you can just, put them, someplace else, but you're not allowed to just let them, pick and choose whose house they're going to go to, okay? Children can't pick and choose who is going to be their care providers either, okay? We can't just, I think parents can pick and choose who can be the care provider, but you have to say, like, that's your godparent. Like, you have to tell people, like, that's your godparent, okay? You don't just put your children off on people or just put them, in the bed with you. And then I forgot, some of the parents' lovers are confused. They don't know, like, because they didn't really say. like this is my child to them. Okay, so you do have some people, whose children do think that, like that's their other adult. But the adults know that child thinks that you're that child's mother. Like I have a child that probably could say something like that about me. You know what I'm saying? But that is something that is between all of us that we understand and know. Okay? As adults, the adults have to agree that that's your godchild, or that could be one of your godchildren. Okay? But you don't just go and forcefully try to make someone, responsible for your child. Okay, to have the child and the adult feeling confused, like, why am I sitting here, trying to help you read this book? You know what I'm saying? Or why are you asking, why am I expected to help buy sneakers and put clothes and stuff on you, without without your mother or father asking me, or telling me that, that I'm expected to help to take care of you, I think you have to, that's something that has to be talked about between adults, but, I'm not also, what do you call that? A sponsor? Okay. I'm not a sponsor of any immigrants. There's someone that agrees to, I don't know. Actually, I don't know what a sponsor is. I'm not even going to say, it's someone who agrees to help to take care of someone from another country, and you become...
Mom!
What? The person who's responsible for them.
What does this have to do with her?
Oh, it has to do with the fact that her mother, finally decided to accept that she wants to help to take care of her child, or still feels obligated or responsible. But I was just giving you other examples, that there are, other, there are other times when, people do, expect someone to care for them, and so what I'm saying is that it's better for her mother to feel responsible for having to take care of her than someone, expecting her to take care of some stranger. That's the whole point. Okay, because people don't really want anyone, like I was just saying,
so she's never gonna come back to my house again?
sign. No. Right, she doesn't need a place to stay. No. But what I'm saying is that we don't really want people randomly just choosing, for people to have a family member. We want to actually be in control of who is our family. And I think that sometimes, parents, they forget that, you chose to be responsible for this person. You chose to, be responsible for this child, okay? We can't just, I know it's a child adult or someone who needs some type of support or something, but we don't just go around and abandon people. Now, all of a sudden, it's canceled. Great, Sanaya. So we got all the way here, and they didn't see me moving around. I'm going to sit here for a second to see if they call me back. But I don't think that they did yet, because it doesn't look like he came back through as a request. Maybe they already came and picked it up. Let's see what happens. Let's just sit here for a second. But yeah.
That's fucking strange.
I know. But I'm really happy, though, that her mom, did come together and decided to, support her and decided to let her back in, because I don't
understand why the hell she didn't do that before.
Right. That's what I'm saying, because she was disconnecting and just randomly leaving her child outside, because what happens, and sometimes people don't feel obligated to have to take care of adults. It's just like children don't always feel responsible either to have to take care of their mothers and fathers. You know what I'm saying? But it's good to, try to help people as much as you can.
to kill two
when
birds
it's really
with
your
one stone,
family
you know what I'm
member, more than
saying? It's good
just,
for me. It's good for me.
more than taking care of strangers.
I just do it because it's good for me.
Okay.
I don't know what the hell is going on here. I don't know
And
what the hell you're talking about. I just do it because it's good for me. Okay? That's all I know.
I'm just saying it's because we made an agreement, Sanaya, to have those family members around. And so if we made an agreement to have those family members around, then people expect us, to be able to take care of them.
How long you gonna be here for?
Just for a few minutes. I'm waiting to see.
Can I walk around?
No, because you know why, tonight we're not really staying here. The call got canceled, so I'm waiting to see.
I wasn't gonna go anywhere.
Oh.
I was just gonna walk around I was just gonna walk up and down the drive-thru.
Oh no, we're getting ready to go.
Where are we going?
We
you have lunch.
I gave it to you already.
No, I already had lunch.
Yeah, you had that already.
But Mom, where are we gonna go?
I'm waiting. Well, I have to go to Walmart. I gotta go do some work. I gotta do another route or something.
Bro? Are you going or not, bro?
Yeah, I am, but I'm waiting to see if they call me back because they canceled when I got here. And so sometimes it takes time. No, listen, sometimes it takes time for the call to come back through.
Yeah, no, that's not gonna come back.
It might.
It's not gonna. Let's just go to Walmart.
Wait.
If I go to Walmart, do you think I could walk around the parking lot there?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we're not going to the Walmart over here though. It's a different Walmart that I have to go to.
It's like one far out.
It's like near Hickory. Yeah, I was just waiting a little while, but you know what? Let me go. Cause I don't think
it's not gonna.
Yeah, I don't think that they're gonna call me right now. Disappointed. I really am, Sada. I'm really disappointed because I don't like that people are supposed to be law officers and they find it difficult for them to obey the law. I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? But we have to make sure that we're educating people and we're telling people, like, hey, listen, okay? Just because this person is the leader doesn't mean that we still have the right to break the law, okay? Just because they want to misuse their jurisdiction. That's why I said that I wasn't really interested in continuing right now with my Juris Doctorate. And I don't know. I mean, I think I'm going to continue to study law a little bit, but I'm kind of like, I don't like that I feel like that there might be a fight somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like between court officers. Yeah, because there's a court officer that might actually have told Ina's mother to abandon her child, right? And like not pay attention to her and not help her and not do things for her. And there's some people who, and that person could have like really listened to her. And that is so humanly cruel and that is so humanly mean. And I feel like that there should have been another court officer that told her, no, you do have to pay attention to your child. Why? Because, that's what social services says. That's what human protective services says, that we have a legal right to take care of our kids, and to bring them to court, for abandoning you and ignoring you and whatever else. I feel like somebody else should challenge that. But I don't like that. I probably would try to challenge that and tell people, like, no, we're not allowed to abandon our family members. Okay, we're not allowed to abandon someone. And then you ask them, and then the next 2 minutes they're telling you to go and help some stranger. That's what I was saying. That's not who you said that you were supposed to be taken care of. Okay, we're not supposed to, the earth and the ground and everything else doesn't expect you to think that you're a superhero, for this person over here. No, We expect you to take care of your responsibilities over there. You know, and really, we don't need a court officer to tell us what to do. But some people do because they're irresponsible. But you know, no, the court officer was supposed to tell him that he needed to be responsible. You know, at the person's house, or you know that you said is your family member, not to somebody else's child.
Hey, mother.
What? There's it's a lot of abuse. You know, a lot of abuse is happening. Because guess what? When the law officer tells him to go call his wife, does he call? No. For some awkward reason, he knew not to do that when the court officer tells him to do that. Right, but he knows to make the phone call to go call some little girl. Okay? So, I don't think the courts needs to get involved to have that kind of fun. Because he knows that the little girl is connected to her and not the wife. See? So he knows the difference and who he's really supposed to call and who he's not supposed to call. Because he knows that the little girl is her friend. Right? So why would he go and call the wife in front of her when the little girl is her friend? That's what that was. That's what that's about. That's what that's about. Okay? That's what that's about. Every day.
Why the hell did you say that? Hey, Mom.
What?
Remember that time you said I could have new shoes?
Huh?
Remember that time you said I could have new shoes?
Oh yeah, not today. Not today.
Damn, bro.
Yeah,
Damn.
not today. Because you know why? I probably did not today. And oh yeah, I didn't get the money yet. That's why.
When are you gonna get it?
I don't know, but I didn't get it yet. Hold on 1 second.
Mom, I have to use the bathroom. Mom, I have to use the bathroom.
Go ahead. Go use the bathroom.
Damn,
I gotta
bro.
pick up here. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. I should have took my allergy medicine. Oh no, I needed allergy medicine. Oh no, this is itchy. I know my throat is itchy, Birdie. Thank God I have some hand sanitizer. Carry it with you all the time. Hand sanitizer. Uh-oh, McDonald's is competing. The $4 meal. The meal for $4. Uh-oh, somebody knows. Somebody must have went to Wendy's today for $4 bites. That burger wasn't the greatest, even though it's supposed to be one of the best burgers. I just like their french fries because they're nice and salty. McDonald's salty fries. Let's get it popping. Let's get it popping. Let's see. Let's get it popping, baby. Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Hi. I'm here to pick up for G39. Thank you, sir.
¿Tiene un mandobo especial? ¿De la qué? ¿La suave?
Necesitas un frappé, ¿verdad? Mediano.
Sí, un poco medio, por favor.
Con mi orden que pasa que mi carro se parece
Oh,
a la...
ok, ok.
Sí.
Ok, ok. Medium no, no hay. Cita número 10, por favor.
Ajá, sí, eso es. Sí, no. Ah, sí, parece que reventó la manguera. Ajá. Sí, la manguera de asistirse. ¿Quieres sweet and sour? Sweet and sour.
La ¿quieres por el 10?
Ah, sí, es.
Can you confirm it?
Okay. Yes, ma'am. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye bye. Incomplete. remember we have water hose at the house. Maybe I should wash my car. We can use those water hose. I think what do? You use the soap and water. You could get some soap and water and some hand cloths or whatever, and I'll wash it down myself. That's what I'll do. That will work. I think you need a bucket though, because that might work. Like a soft hand cloth. And then another day,